Good morning, students. Today we will have a session on arithmetic progression, the conclusion. Today we will have a quick recap of the topics we dealt in the chapter arithmetic progression. Students, I'll tell you why I came to a conclusion because questions from 16th onwards are deleted from your syllabus. That is, the application of daily life activities of sum of n terms of an AP is deleted from your syllabus. So, we'll have a quick recap on what we dealt in the chapter arithmetic progression. Let's see what is an AP. AP is an abbreviated form of arithmetic progression. What is an AP? An arithmetic progression is a progression or is a sequence in which the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. Here you are given an example of 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 is an arithmetic progression. Can you tell me why this is known as an arithmetic progression? I'll show you. What is 5 minus 2? It is 3. What is 8 minus 5? It is again 3. What is 11 minus 8? It is again 3. That is, if the difference between two consecutive terms is constant, such sequence is known as arithmetic progression. Let's see what is that difference called as. Common difference. The difference between two consecutive terms in an AP is known as common difference. In the above example, we discussed that the difference between the consecutive terms was 3. So in this example, the common difference is 3. You have three conditions here. For any AP, if the common difference is positive, the AP is increasing. Here you can see 5 minus 2 is positive 3. 8 minus 5, it is positive 3. So you can see the numbers are in the ascending order. If the common difference is 0, the AP is constant. You can see the same number repeating again and again in an arithmetic progression. When is that happening? When the common difference is 0. And if the common difference is negative, you can see the AP is decreasing. If the common difference is a negative number, the AP will be arranged in the descending order. Okay, let's see what was the exercise based on this basic concept of arithmetic progression. Write first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference are given. You are given the first term and common difference. How will you get the AP? Just add the common difference to the first term. 10 plus 10, 20. So the second term is 20. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. 40 plus 10, 50. So this is how you find AP if the first term and the common difference is given. Let's see what's next. You are going to check whether the sequence given to you is an AP. Just subtract the consecutive terms. 4 minus 2, 2. 8 minus 4, 4. 16 minus 8, 8. Are they same? No. If they are not same or if they are not equal, the given series is not an AP. If the difference is same, that is, if the difference you get is equal, the series given to you is a common AP. Clear? This given series will be an AP. Next, let's see what is the next topic. Nth term of an AP. One of the most important topic in this chapter. Nth term of an AP. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Nth term of an AP is equal to A first term plus n minus 1 into common difference. Here n is the number of terms or the terms position in the AP. These are the various questions which you come across using this formula. You will have 4 quantities. 3 of the quantities will be given to you and 1 quantity will be unknown. Using this formula, you can find the unknown quantity using the 3 known quantities. Clear? The next topic is here. In the following APs, find the missing term in the boxes. Students, this box I showed you, you have 5 different type of questions here. Here in this you have a 6th type. What is given to you? Second term is given and 6th term is given. Second term is given and 6th term is given. How will you find first term and common difference? You will write the nth term formula for second term and 6th term. And now you will get 2 linear equations in 2 variables. Solve that equation and you will get D and A. From that you will get the missing terms of an AP. Here you should know how to solve a linear equation in 2 variables. Any method you have learned, substitution method, elimination method, any method you can use, but you should know how to solve linear equations in 2 variables. Clear? Tell me what is the formula for second term? A plus 1D. What is the formula for 6th term? A plus 5D. That should be thorough with you. Clear? Next one. Check whether negative 150 is a term of the AP. How will you check? Just apply an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. An you will consider it as negative 150. A is given as 11. D is given as minus 3. And you will have the unknown quantity as n. When you get n, just see whether n is a natural number, not whole number, natural number. You can take only the value of n if it is a natural number. N will have the value of only a natural number. If it is not a natural number, that term, that is here, negative 150 will not be a term of AP. If it is a natural number, it is this negative 150 will be a term of the given AP. Here, let's see what happened. Here, n is equal to 164 by 3. Is this a natural number? No. So, negative 150 is not a term of this AP. Let's see what happens next. If the 3rd and the 9th term of an AP, reading this, as soon as you read this, the formula for 3rd term should come to your mind. What is 3rd term? A plus 2D. What is 9th term? A plus 8D. The values of A plus 2D is 4 and a plus 8d is negative 8. Which term of this AP is 0? Students, as discussed before, a plus 2d equal to 4, a plus 8d is equal to minus 8. Using these two equations, you will get a and d. You will get a and d. And which term of this AP is 0? You can substitute 0 as the nth term and find the value of n. What happens? You will solve the linear equation and get d and a, and then use an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d and substitute an as 0 and get the value of n. Next important question in this topic is, how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? Any number you can get here. You should know how to calculate the smallest 3-digit number divisible by 7 and largest number which is divisible by 7. Here first number is 105. And how will you get the largest 3-digit number divisible by 7? Which is the largest 3-digit number? The largest 3-digit number, you know, it is 999. You have to divide 999 by 7. The remainder will be 5. Just subtract it from 999. So 994 is the largest 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. What is that? Divide 999 by 7 and the remainder you should subtract it from 999. This is the method for each and every question which is divisible by any number. Which is the largest 3-digit number divisible by 5? Just to divide 999 by 5. The remainder you will subtract from 999. Okay, that is the common method used here. Now you have the nth term, first term, common difference. Solve for n. Next, find the 28th term from the last term. Students, here the important word is last term, from the last term. So you have an equation for that. An from the last equal to L minus n minus 1 into d. What is L here? What is L here? L is the last term. L is the last term. N is 20. D is the common difference. So, nth term from the last is equal to L minus n minus 1 into d. Clear? Next, determine the AP whose third term is 16. Third term, what should come to your mind? A plus 2d is equal to 16. And the seventh term means a plus 6d equal to exceeds the fifth term by 12. Now you know a7 minus a5 is equal to 12. So a plus 6d minus a plus 4d equal to 12. D you will get it as 6. A you will get it as 4. From that you can find the, when you get first term and common difference, it's easy for you to calculate the AP. Next, the important topic is sum of first n terms. Here, this equation you will use. In the next video, we will discuss about the important questions from this topic.